Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Mountain Comfort Furnishings and Design. The new town of Keystone has its very first town council, and they are hitting the ground running.
It's hard to think that it's a finish line right now when we look at what we have ahead of us.
That was newly elected Councilman Dan Sullivan. He's a retired financial professional, and he often compares his new town to a startup.
Being a startup, we have an opportunity to do things differently than other towns.
He believes these first 3 to 5 months will be critical.
A lot of them were stuck with legacy systems and legacy ways they approach the community.
New Councilwoman Gretchen Davis agrees.
One of the things that this town sorely needs and has sorely needed is planning.
Davis, an HOA president, has been involved with the township campaign from the start. She has always believed this was the right move.
The town council is going to be much closer to the citizens of the town than, for example, an elected official in the county.
Keystone's inaugural council meeting will be next Thursday. It's where the council is sworn in. A man from Panama is charged with unlawful sexual contact and menacing in Breckenridge for allegedly pulling a knife on another man and demanding he strip naked. Sex crimes are comparatively rare here in Summit. Last year, the sheriff's office reported 6. But that is 6 too many.
There does not appear to be a rise based upon the data that's currently available.
That was Assistant District Attorney Lauren Krystal. She leads a new sexual assault prosecution unit.
There are certainly a sufficient amount of these cases that supports creation of this unit.
The unit is 1 year old. Its top priority is victims. A national study estimates 60% of sex crimes go unreported.
Anytime you have a sexual assault, control has been taken away from our victims, and so we want to give them as much control and say as possible.
But this unit can also better help the accused. 2 of 6 cases last year were repeat offenders.
Further treatment and different ways to resolve things that's going to ensure community safety as well as any necessary treatment or resources for an offender.
If you or someone you know is affected by sexual assault or domestic abuse, contact Summit Advocates 24/7 at 668-3906, 668-3906. This week on the State of Summit.
There has to be some way to get our kids more involved in the trades and to get them some more skills.
That was Oakley Van Oss. He teaches construction at Summit High School, where you might have heard his students are building a tiny home.
There were a couple of kids that I sort of hand selected. I was like, you 2 kids, you're going to go up and you're going to nail off this roof for us.
He vividly remembers that afternoon.
I looked up there and both of them had this huge smile on their face and this look in their eyes of like, I'm going to crush this project.
And he will never forget how it changed those 2 students.
What an experience for a high school kid to be up there. They're outside, they're doing their thing and banging nails together to put a roof on something that somebody's actually going to live in.
The Summit High Tiny Home Project has regional and local support, including the Breckenridge Building Center.
You have this group of community members that care a whole lot, and you have a group of kids that need mentoring and that need direction. And to see that come together, it really made my heart tick, man. It was awesome.
The tiny home will be finished this school year. The new owners are moving in soon after. Tune in again next week for the State of Summit on Krystal 93. In sports, the Nuggets are playing the Thunder tonight at 6. And in local sports, Summit High boys basketball lost to Northfield last night, 80-37. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.